want to throw the ball deep down the field. Instead, that was a check off.
Offside, 91. Defense.
The Bulldogs called for offsides. It'll be a 5-yard penalty.
Maybe the experience of the freshman quarterback there. I think it was clear to everybody that the Bulldogs defensive line jumped, but yet the quarterback threw a 5-yard out instead of trying to keep the ball deep down the field.
So it's 3rd and 8 following the penalty. Lehman with a wingback on his left. And Lehman forced out of the pocket. Wants to throw. Does. Under coverage. And stopped short of a 30-yard line.
That's what you want to do here, the defense. It's 3rd and long. Force the short pass.
Bradley made the catch. And Lawrence Williams on it.
You force the short pass, and then you sprint to the ball short of the first down. Now it is 4th and 2, so Redlands can't jump outside. Give George Fox the first down. And now we got 12 men on the field, I think, against George Fox.
Offense number 31, 5-yard penalty.
All right, so yeah, 12 guys on the field for George Fox. Now the base defense on the field, just in case it was a fake. Now it's 4th and 7. Bulldogs have decided to put their return unit on the field.
Riley Rutledge will punt at the 10-yard line.
You got Kev Marcosian waiting at his own 38 back deep here for Redlands.
A good distance.
Tie.
Marcosian settles under it. It's returned. That's away from 1, 2, but down at the 26-yard line. We got another flag down.
That's on the far side at the 44-yard line of Redlands. Normally that's on the return team.
Number 21, the return team. First down.
10 yards against Redlands on the return. So field position has been pretty good so far tonight. Bulldogs are going to start at their own 15-yard line. Neither team has had short fields. And we are still scoreless, just under 9 minutes to go. Second quarter. Bulldogs with Coleman giving it up. And a yard maybe to the 16-yard line.
Yeah, now because the Bulldogs backed up, I think they're going to be a little more conservative with their play calling. If they were out past the 30-yard line, I thought maybe they would open some things up. But you're inside your own red zone. You don't want to take a chance here and turn the ball over.
Clark in at tight end. Coleman quickly down, has Cadam, and he was hit short of the first down marker.
It's Trevor Cadam. He's a 6'3", 200-pound junior from Laverne. He actually attended Cal Lutheran University. His brother, Cade Cadam, was an outstanding receiver for Cal Lu, the leading receiver that they had last year. And Trevor decided to come down here from Thousand Oaks to Redlands.
All right, 3rd and 1, Bulldogs. Both tight ends go to the right. That's unusual. Coleman gives it off. First down out of the pack, 30, 40, a foot race at the 50. No flags are down. Bowie, 10, 5, touchdown, Redlands.
A 76-yard touchdown by Taylor Bowie off the left side. It was short yardage defense. Once he got past the first line of defense, there was nobody in the vicinity. And once he got past about the 30-yard line, you knew he was gone.
How long were you going to say?
It was 76 yards on the touchdown run. And Aiden Petriscu will try to add the 7th point on the board as Bulldogs now lead 6-0.
Hold down, kick, good. 7-0 Redlands. 76-yard touchdown run by Bowie. Bulldogs on the board. They'll kick off when we come back.
Bulldogs 7.
Okay.
University of Redlands would like to once again thank one of our major sponsors, Baker's. Baker's Burgers, America's first twin kitchen, has brought us the best of both worlds by using the freshest ingredients and cooking meals to order for over 60 years. With over 30 locations in the greater Illinois Empire, there's always good food close to home. Thank you for support of Bulldog Athletics. Go Bulldogs, go Baker's. Kicking off for the Bulldogs, number 4, Joey Newell. Back to receive the kickoff, number 31, Taylor Saban.
Bulldogs set to kick it away. Joey Newell with it teed up.
9, Carson Deneau.
Deneau back deep for George Fox, and this one taken at the 5. Out to the 10, 15, 20, 25, and across the 30.
So Taylor Bowie, thanks to that 76-yard touchdown run, he is over 100 yards rushing, 9 attempts, 108 yards. Bulldogs as a team have rushed for 130 so far in the first half.
First down and 10 for George Fox.
And we'll remind everyone that J.J. Lehman is the starting quarterback for George Fox. He is only a freshman. And the Bulldogs, really since the first drive, their defense has corralled him pretty good.
Screen pass. Across the 30, out to the 33-yard line. That's Will Moffitt.
William Moffitt.
Yeah, Lehman was listed second on the depth chart, but he has gone all the way at quarterback for the Bruins.
And now George Fox is trying to up the tempo, going without a huddle.
Trips to the near side. Quarterback keeper, nothing doing. Pocket collapsed in a hurry, and
that was Javier Sandoval, number 57, the 6'2", 295-pound senior from Riverside Community College that collapsed that pocket and devoured the quarterback.
He drove him right into Aaron Munoz. 3rd and 9. Lehman trying to draw Redlands offside. Nobody jumped. Long snap count. Lehman across the middle. Caught at the 40 and short.
Yeah, it's short of the first down by about a yard.
Will they go?
I think they probably will.
The ball's at their own 41-yard line.
Okay, the George Fox Bruins have decided that they're gonna put their short yardage lineup in the game.
Well, Rutledge, the punter, is out there, but Redlands got 10 up.
Yeah, well, they also have their base defense on the field, too. So watch out for something here. Watch out for a fake.
High snap over the head of Rutledge, who picks it up, tries a quick kick, gets off a pretty good kick, all things considered.
I think a pretty good kick and a great kick.
It'll roll down to the 24 and be down there. Bulldogs lead 7-0. We'll return in a moment. Final one till halftime, okay.
It will be 1st and 10 Bulldogs at the 25-yard line. Rushed by number 21, Jukai Torres. Tackle on that play was made by number 3, Dylan Palama. Also on the tackle, number 7, Rain Asato.
Bulldogs with the ball back.
Second and 8.
Jackie Torres getting 2 yards on first down.
Here comes a blitz by George Fox.
2nd and 8. Coleman rolls right, unloads, and got rid of it in time to avoid the sack. Threw it at the feet of Walker to avoid the penalty.
And it looked like the ball got back to the line of scrimmage, and Coleman was outside the tackle box.
I'm not sure what the officials are discussing.
I think
a flag.
they're just making sure. They're just making sure they did throw a flag.
They've done now. They take the flag out and lay it down.
Now, there was no explanation as to why the penalty was thrown, but...
Well, he said lost it down, so it's got to be ground.
But normally in that situation, the official would say either the ball didn't get back to the line of scrimmage, or there was no receiver in the area, or he was still in the tackle box. The referee didn't say anything of that. And I thought that all three of those criteria were met by the quarterback on that throw. I thought he's outside the tackle box. And Coleman got the ball just past the line of scrimmage, not by much, but he got it past the line of scrimmage, and there was a receiver in the area.
And now it's going to be 3rd and 17.
Yeah, now if you're Luke Coleman, you just don't want to turn the ball over. Even if you have to punt in this situation, that's okay.
Big hole up the middle. They got the penalty yards back, but Torres is tripped up at the 26-yard line, and now Redlands will bring the punt team on the field. Going to talk with the new Redlands Vice President for Intercollegiate Athletics, Nikki Ayers, at halftime. Meanwhile, in Arizona, Claremont has not scored a point yet. Neither has Lake Forest. 4th and 9 here. And the punt, a lot of hang time. Fumble, loose ball. Who got it? Let's see.
Well, it looked like Shepard Cope was diving in there to see if he could get it.
It hit the guy that was trying to field it, and George Fox fortunate to get it back.
And George Fox has had a few adventures.
And we got another penalty flag over on the far side.
And again, normally that's on, if it's away from where the ball was kicked to, it's usually on the return team.
Return team number 10.
So holding on George Fox on the return. I'm afraid to ask if the Dodgers won tonight or not.
Well, Yamamoto almost pitched a no-hitter. He came within 1 out of pitching a no-hitter, and you know what happened after that? The Dodgers lost. They gave up 4 runs in the 9th inning with a pitcher going for a no-hitter. That's almost impossible to do.
The Dodger bullpen.
The Dodger bullpen did not do very well.
No. Wow. Just when you think they can't find another way to lose, they come through. Dodger problems continue on that road trip. Wow.
0 for 5 on that road trip.
First down, screen pass incomplete.
It looked like Jack Slee tipped that pass.
The Padres probably are going to win, so.
Play made by number 95.
Feel like I'm taking over your personality this time of year because as a Cub fan, there have been a lot of times you've said exactly what I said.
Well, yeah, because it happens. That kind of stuff happens. The Padres are actually ahead right now in the 8th inning. But, yeah, I mean, it's Murphy's Law right now for the Dodgers, that's for sure.
Second down, scramble, missed tackle, and across the 30. That's going to be about an 8-yard gain, and we got a penalty flag.
Yeah, I think this one's coming back.
See if that's holding.
Let's see.
Personal foul, hands to the face, 95.
Well, Jack Lee's going to get called for hands to the face.
One of the linemen picked up his helmet. I thought it might have been a hold on one of the offensive linemen, but that was not called. It was a penalty on Jack Lee, so that gives George Fox a first down. Now, as a Cubs fan, usually what can go wrong will go wrong. Now, the Cubs lost today, but they're still in the number one wild card position, but as a lifelong Cubs fan, normally they have found ways to lose games, and that's what the Dodgers are doing.
First down, bobbled snap, picked up, and the throw incomplete. That was a trap as
Pass was intended for number 88.
that pass was intended for an open wide receiver, Raiden Gonzalez, the tight end. So Lehman
The pass is incomplete.
and the offense will try it again on 2nd and 10.
At the 45-yard line.
NFL opening Sunday tomorrow.
Eagles and Chargers already have a win in the scorebook.
They tried to run up the middle and not much to be had for Saban. Wrapped up in a hurry by big number 51 for the Bulldogs, Matt Perez. By the way, those of you listening on radio tonight on KMET, Ram game tomorrow, 12:30 pregame, 1:25 kickoff.
Against the Houston Texans, who many people think could be a Super Bowl contender.
All right, 3rd and 9. Bulldogs trying to get the stop here. Up 7-0. Screen pass caught. One block, but, and did he get enough? It's going to be very close.
I think he's short, but maybe a half a yard short.
He didn't go right down. He managed to surge forward.
Back on the play was made by number
Yeah, so George Fox will probably go for it here on 4th.
Oh, yeah. 4th and 1 or less to go. Exactly 2 minutes to go, and there's the timeout.
Yep, 2-minute timeout.
We'll keep things here. Bulldogs will take next week off. We'll be in Spokane, Washington on Saturday the 20th. Early kickoff, noon. The 11:45 for the Bulldog pregame show that day on KMET. And then we'll be back here on the 27th, the final Saturday of the month, for a Saturday night simulcast against Cal Lutheran. By the way, congrats to Bulldog Volleyball. They're off to a 4-0 start. Beat Pomona the other night for the first time in 8 years, I think they said. Great to see that.
Oh, and this is not to rub salt in any Dodger fan's wound. Guess who gave up the game-winning hit for the? Who was on the mound for the Dodgers when the Orioles walked them off?
Go ahead.
Dodger Twitter's favorite human piñata, Tanner Scott.
Yeah, am I not surprised? He would have been my guess.
It's 4th and 1 for the Bruins.
4th down and 1 for George Fox.
Got to watch out if they're going to jump offside.
First down, out to the 40 for Lehman on the carry.
Carried by number 2, J.J. Lehman.
Well, Lehman keeps the clock running,
Back on the play
but they
made
get a
by
new
number
set of
21,
downs.
Jalen Ephraim. Also on the tackle.
And George Fox has not really tried to throw the ball deep down the field yet. The passes have been rollouts, they've been out routes, screens, but nothing really deep down the field.
4 wide receivers set. Lehman looking, and a screen pass thrown behind the running back Saban.
Boy, and the quarterback got leveled there by Aaron Muniz.
Incomplete.
He clocked him pretty good there, and Lehman was lucky to not only get the pass off, but pick himself off the turf after that big hit.
That stops the clock. 1:26 to go. First half. Bulldogs with a 7-0 lead. Redlands will put 4 up front. Lemon now rolling left, looking to throw. Got a man open. Unloads sideline. Was he inbounds? The official says... Oh, he's still talking over there.
It looks like it is a
They're going to
catch.
give him the catch. At the 30-yard line, that should be enough for the first down.
Hayden Fry.
So the yardage sticks will move as Kalen Fry made the reception.
Yeah, that was a comeback route. A tough throw for a quarterback. Roll to the left, throw back to your right, but that was a strong, accurate throw there by the quarterback, Lehman.
Saban, the running back, they throw it to him on the screen. 30, 25, cuts it back at the 20, down at the 18, and looks like to be a first down. And they'll stop the clock while they move the sticks.
Yeah, that was basically a pass out in the flat, but unfortunately for Redlands, there was nobody out there, so the running back had a full head of steam to pick up the first down.
Clock running again. 1 minute to go until halftime. And a tip ball intercepted. 40, 30, 20, a foot race. Quarterback to beat. Down the far side, 30, 20, and out of bounds into the kicking net. The quarterback made the game-saving tackle.
Let's hope both players are okay.
Caleb Gibbs on the return for Redlands.
That's his second pick. Lehman threw him out of bounds, and the kicking net took the worst of it. I think Lehman is okay. Gibbs is okay. He gets congratulations from some of the Redlands players on the sideline.
So the Bulldogs are going to take it over 19 yards away from the end zone with 44 seconds to go.
That's Gibbs' second pick of the day.
Redlands with all 3 timeouts remaining.
There was a big hit on the tight end, and the ball popped up, and Gibbs was right there to pick it off and run with it.
1st and 10 for Coleman and company. And Coleman on the keeper, shoved forward across the 20. And Redlands will think about a timeout and take it with 37 seconds left. It's going to end up as about 2nd, and we'll call it 5 to go for the Bulldogs.
Yeah, I saw in that play, George Fox was creeping up their safeties and their linebackers to the line of scrimmage. You know, keep that in mind in the second half. The Redlands might have a few adjustments that they want to do off of the run game, which has been so successful here in the first half, over 140 yards rushing.
You can see Eric Asiani in the booth next to us, calling the play down to the sideline. Entire offense will trot back out there. Julian Borreo is in at the extra wide receiver on the left, number 13.
Well, he's in the wide side of the field. He's got some speed, so if you want to throw a post corner over here on the left side, it could be open.
Maxie Poehler out running back. 2nd and 5. Coleman takes a look, dumps it inside, caught down to about the 6-yard line for Frank Clark, the tight end. That'll be a first down.
Yeah, they're saying he's down, so the clock will stop the move to change. Redlands still has 2 of their timeouts left if they want to use one here, but they're going to keep their offense on the field, and the clock will start running.
Clock is down to 27. 1st and goal, Bulldogs. Coleman taking a look, and fakes the handoff, throws end zone, incomplete, and a good play by Cadam, who knew he couldn't catch it, but he had the height advantage, and he tipped it out of the back of the end zone so nobody else could catch it either.
And because of the incomplete pass, the clock stops with 18 seconds. Redlands still has 2 of their timeouts left, so you can run the ball on this down. And if you don't score a touchdown, immediately call a timeout.
Just after 8 o'clock, you're listening to KMET Banning Redlands San Bernardino, your home for Bulldog football. Thanks for joining us on Flow Sports as well.
You got some tall receivers out there. Walker's got some height. Clark has some height, so the jump ball is an option on this play.
2nd and goal from the 6. Coleman rolls. Oh, incomplete. In and out of the hands of the 3rd tight end. That was number 44 for the Bulldogs. Nate Anderson, the local product from Citrus Valley High School.
Yeah, Coleman made the right play there. I think they were trying to go to Walker first, but he was covered. And the tight end leaped out, and he was wide open there on the right side near the end zone. Unfortunately, he couldn't hold it.
So 3rd down and goal from the 5 for Redlands, leading 7-0 here just before the half. Coleman takes a look. End zone, incomplete. And no flags.
Well, that was almost picked off.
So the field goal unit will come out.
Well, Redlands has tried 2 field goals. One of the field goals, it was a bad snap. The other kick was from the left hash. That was no good. This is from the right hash, and it's a 24-yarder.
Petruski ready. Snap is down. The hold is good. The kick has the distance, and the kick is good. And with 5 seconds left, the Bulldogs go on top 10-0. So a 23-yard field goal.
Bulldogs 10.
Yeah, this has been a good first half for Redlands defense. They've caused 2 turnovers. They've kept George Fox off the scoreboard. I think they're finally starting to get a handle on the freshman quarterback. And then the Redlands run game came to play tonight. The long touchdown run by Taylor Bowie of 76 yards. And it looks like, unless George Fox comes up with some crazy return here, the Bulldogs will be up by 10 at the half.
See what Newell is going to do. If they kick deep here or just maybe squib it down the middle.
Left-footed kicker. Joey Newell, he wears number 4, and here comes the boot.
Nope, they will go deep. And right at the goal line, returned out across to the 10. 15, 20, down the far side, 25, 30, over a would-be tackler, 40, 50, a flag down, and the ball carrier down near the 45.
Yeah, 2 flags down. They'll be both on George Fox, and Redlands might as well start trotting to the locker room.
Have to wait for the officials to make it a call before we can put it in a bag. But
yeah, time has run out.
They're coming over to the Redlands side. Well, the referee was headed to the Redlands side. The rest of the crew was over.
The only way that the half could continue is if this penalty is on Redlands. There are 2 flags down. One was at the 35, one was near midfield.
By the way, Claremont has just scored to take a 7-0 lead in Arizona over Lake Forest. We'll check Hardin, Simmons, and Chapman coming up at the break. Crew is still discussing it. Actually, Brett, I thought there was a flag at the 45-yard line, and now I see another one back at the 35.
Well, there are 2 penalties on this play.
Holding on the return team, number 9.
So holding on George Fox.
Going to halftime. After the play,
Okay.
unsportsmanlike conduct, what number? 38. That penalty will be enforced on the kickoff.
Well, but we don't know what team it's on.
It's halftime.
We can only assume.
We don't know.
Yeah,
we don't know. The referee did a poor job there. He's got to tell us what team it's on.
Holding penalty was on George Fox, and there was an unsportsmanlike conduct penalty
Against somebody.
Yeah.
We don't know who, but it's on somebody.
We'll sort it out when we come back, and we'll have a special guest as well. Nikki Ayers will join us. Halftime from Ted Runner Stadium. Redlands 10, George Fox nothing. You're listening and watching to Bulldog Football. First halftime break. We'll get you the neck. We're probably going to combine the next 2, just so you know. Thanks. Hello. Brett, you're going to see if there's anything cold in there?
I'll try.
I'll let you have a seat here. See if we can find something colder than these. Oh, was that it? Oh, okay. Yeah, I was going to say, because we reached in there and it was like, oh. Okay. So is your family here tonight? Ah. What grade is she in? What school is she at? Okay. The long blue line, as they call it, yeah. Good. Okay. That's who's fourth, all right. We got about 45 seconds here. Yeah, it will be. This one. Once. 30 seconds. Any better? I'll trade you. If you want to go back, if you don't. Welcome back to Ted Renner Stadium. Halftime at a 10-7, 10-0 lead for the University of Redlands here in the season opener. Glad to have you with us across radio and video tonight, and a pleasure to welcome the new Vice President of the University of Redlands, the Vice President for Intercollegiate Athletics, Nikki Ayers. That's a long title. Welcome to Redlands. Glad to have you here.
Awesome. Thanks for having me, Mitch. I'm excited to be here.
Well, I know your story, but tell me kind of about your journey to Redlands. You came from Pennsylvania, but you weren't unfamiliar with Southern California. You've been here before.
Yeah, so I spent the last 3 years at a Division III institution in central Pennsylvania, Juniata College, which was my alma mater. I was a Division III student athlete and women's soccer player there for 4 years, and lucky enough to have been inducted into the Hall of Fame there in 2018. I started off my background in coaching, actually. Was a women's soccer coach for a number of years at different Division III institutions across the country, and after my husband and I, were married and started having our family, we decided that we wanted to be closer to some family. Mine lived out here in Southern California, and so we moved out here, and I worked for the Claremont Colleges for 10 years. I worked for 3 years at Harvey Mudd College in Student Affairs, and when CMS opened Roberts Pavilion, I joined their staff and was an Associate Athletic Director and Senior Women Administrator there for 7.
That's a great facility, and you mentioned your time at Claremont, so obviously you had to be somewhat familiar with Redlands and definitely the SCIAC conference. You and your family had to come all the way back to this side of the country to join the U of R, so what was it that made this job attractive to you?
Yeah, I think for a number of reasons. When we were in the SCIAC before, really enjoyed kind of the camaraderie between the institutions, but it was always extremely competitive, and that is something that, I value as a leader is leading a department that, wants to win, but wants to do it the right way, and also at the Division III level values the student experience. And so, I knew Jeff Martinez, and, whenever I saw that he retired, I kind of looked at my husband and I was like, hey, what do you think about going back to Southern California? And we had planned on, spending a number of years in Pennsylvania, getting the kids through high school. But, Redlands to me just has a lot of opportunity, and I really enjoyed all the interactions that I had with the coaches when I was at Claremont, because you do get to meet a lot of different people, and I enjoyed everyone that I had met so far. And, yeah, so...
Okay. Well, I know you've been busy since you got here. Have you settled in? How's your family enjoying Redlands and being back in Southern California?
Yeah, we're actually really enjoying it. I think my kids spent the majority of their lives in California, and so every summer we would come back and visit my family, and they're like, oh, can we stay? And, I think they enjoyed having the experience of being in snow, but they grew up California kids, and, the adjustment hasn't been really tough for us, to be honest with you. Job adjustment, any new job you start, it's like drinking from the fire hose, but, at the end of the day, I've enjoyed every day that I've been at the university, and just really looking forward to, everything that's upcoming this year.
The nice thing about that snow, it's only about an hour away up there.
I know. I love looking at it. I don't necessarily need to touch it or shovel it or any of that. But
now, are you living actually in Redlands?
So we're on the border of Loma Linda and Redlands, and so my kids do go to Redlands schools. My daughter is a sophomore at Redlands High School, and then my son goes to Cope Middle School.
Okay. It is halftime at Ted Renner Stadium. If you're just joining us, I'm Mitch McClellan with our special guest, Nikki Ayers, Vice President for Intercollegiate Athletics at the University of Redlands. I got so used to just calling Jeff the AD these years. I'll get the title. This is my 37th year doing this. I do other schools as well. People ask me a lot, what's special about Redlands, why you've been there so long? And I thought about it. My answer has always been the same, and it has been for a long time. It's the people. You've only been here a little bit of time, but you alluded to it earlier. What makes Redlands special for you?
I think you're spot on. I think it is the people. I think there's a lot of people at this university that care very, very deeply for the students, for the experience that they get here, and they're willing to work really hard and make sure that everyone has a good time from, just the game this evening, making sure that all of the fans, no matter if it's students, faculty, staff, community members, alumni, everyone, is part of the Bulldog community, and that's something that I value very, very much. It definitely is the people.
115th year of University of Redlands football. I'm not the only one that knows that. We have a lot of Bulldog football alum that make sure people know that too. For those that are listening, looking in tonight, what would you like them to know?
I think I'd like them to know that, Bulldog football is something that has a rich history and tradition of excellence, and I think Coach Good and his staff have done a phenomenal job at preparing the student athletes for this season, and I am extremely excited to see what they can do. I think we've seen a strong first half here, and, I popped out to a lot of the practices during preseason, and, they're working hard. Everyone is working extremely hard here, and they have the right mindset, and I'm just really excited to see what they can do.
And as I've been telling all of you guys, when I see you, we want to see you. I'm glad you listen. I'm glad you watch. You tell me that. But we want to see you back here for a game or two.
Right? Yeah.
I know you are a big fan of Bulldogs, and well, not just the 22 teams here at the U of R, but I know you like the four-legged ones too. So why do you like them? And is there a chance now that you're the top Bulldog in athletics, you can maybe have a four-footed one at home?
I would absolutely love to have a four-footed one at home. I think, eventually I'm keeping my fingers crossed that is my future, but Bulldogs are absolutely my favorite dog. Jokingly, I always joke with my husband about how I identify as a Bulldog. My hips hurt. I'm kind of shorter and stockier. Sometimes I have breathing problems. But in all seriousness, they're just adorable, and they're relentless, and I love their attitudes and their competitiveness, and they're just they know when to sleep, which I love and I can identify with, but at the end of the day, they're going to fight you to their last, breath and everything, and I very much appreciate that. But
that's a great mascot.
Yeah, I love Bulldogs.
Probably a good pet too, so. Personally, here, I'm going to tell you a story behind the scenes. I got here tonight, everybody was in my first game, we got new offensive coordinator, Nikki's here, it's okay, Jeff's going to retire, and I got here and I thought, there's a lot of stuff behind the scenes that I kind of just took for granted. And when I got here and I saw my parking spot was reserved, I said, we're going to be all right.
Right. Absolutely.
It's the little things just as much as the big things, right?
Yeah, absolutely. You do the little things right, and you get success.
Congratulations. Real quick, we got just a minute here. I know we're talking football tonight, but boy, the volleyball team was off to a great start, too.
The volleyball team has been on fire. They beat Pomona last night, I think for the first time, and I hope Lance doesn't yell at me for this, because I don't know if he actually double-checked it, but I think it's the first time we've beaten Pomona since 2017.
I saw it on the website, so I think it was 8 years.
Yeah, it's been a while, but the team has been coming together and transitioning through Coach Savannah Cox, who started a few years ago, and she's been turning around the culture and doing a really great job at recruiting and building that team culture, and I think we're starting to see it pay off.
For our basketball alums, both men's and women's practice is right around the corner. And have you seen anybody working out yet for basketball?
Oh, absolutely.
Okay.
Yeah. No, you can't walk past Courier Gymnasium and not hear basketball.
I gotta say, I saw move-in day, so I knew they were all here, and that was good. So I figured they have to be in the gym already too.
Yep,
so.
they're in there. A lot of them by themselves, just shooting, getting some extra work in. It's great to see.
Okay. Well, nice to have you here. Pleasure to meet you. I know it won't be the last time. You're always free to join us, and if there's anything we can do to make life better for the Bulldogs, we are always happy to do it.
Appreciate it. Thank you so much. Go Bulldogs.
Yep, Nikki is our halftime guest, and we'll come back with more following these messages.
Awesome. Sorry. I'll try and get through here.
Yeah, thanks. Jesse, we don't have to combine these. We got time. They put more time on. So if you're hearing me, we can do the next one by itself if you want. You have stats? At halftime, it's Redlands 10, George Fox nothing. Our thanks to Nikki Ayers for joining us at halftime, and great to know that they're right here in the community enjoying Redlands. Their daughter's at Redlands High School, and if you come out to a Bulldog event, I guarantee you you will see her at it. Brett, we have first half stats.
All right, well, we'll start with the rushing yards. Redlands with 121 rushing yards. They had over 140, but technically the bad snap on the field goal attempt that went backwards 24 yards, that technically counts as a carry.
Okay.
So that's why that number is a little bit lower than it had been earlier in the game. But 121 yards rushing in the first half is pretty good. Only 47 rushing yards for George Fox. Meanwhile, passing yards, 38 passing yards for Redlands and 57 for George Fox. Redlands had 159 yards in total offense. Meanwhile, George Fox 104 yards of total offense. So that's under 3.5 yards per play, and that's pretty good. If you'll take that as a defense, no question about that. Time of possession was in favor of Redlands. 16 minutes, 12 seconds compared to George Fox, 13 minutes and 48 seconds. Third down efficiency, the Bulldogs were 4 out of 9 on third down, and George Fox was only 2 out of 8. So a nice effort by Redlands. The defense also caused 2 turnovers, 2 picks by Caleb Gibbs. So all in all, the Redlands defense really did a nice job in the first half.
This broadcast is a production of the University of Redlands in association with KMET Radio. It's intended solely for the private non-commercial use of our audience. Any rebroadcast, retransmission, or other use of the descriptions and accounts of this game without the express written consent of the University of Redlands is prohibited. Announcers on this broadcast are contracted by the University of Redlands, and the opinions expressed are not necessarily those of KMET Radio or the University of Redlands. Now we got a second, so the Dodgers lost.
Dodgers went from almost pitching a no-hitter to losing in the 9th inning, which is almost impossible to do.
Never say impossible with the Dodgers. The Padres won, I assume.
Well, they held on for dear life in Denver, but they did win.
Okay. And we got USC and UCLA football tonight too.
Yeah. Now USC they had a grand old time because they've been beaten up on a couple of cupcakes early in the season. They thrashed Georgia Southern 59-20, and then UCLA is down to UNLV in the fourth quarter 30-20.
Doesn't surprise me. UNLV's playing well. A lot of excitement in Las Vegas about that program and the new coach, and that'd be a big win for them.
It would be, and it'd be a bad loss for UCLA.
It'd be a horrible loss for UCLA. But if you read the LA Times article this week, they actually found out that, I don't care what they announced the attendance at last week in the home opener, I think only about 12,000 people were actually in the Rose Bowl. referees talking to the official that actually made the call to see I guess we'll all find out together. Again, Rams football, 12:30 pregame tomorrow for those of you on KMET Radio. Beaumont High School football at Chaminade for those of you on KMET Radio. That'll be next Friday night. We'll be out in the San Fernando Valley, almost in the shadow of Cal Lutheran for that one. And the Bulldogs will take next Saturday off.
Well, both teams are back on their respective sidelines. Redlands wearing the all-maroon uniforms with the white numbers on the fronts and backs of their jerseys, and George Fox in the road, white uniform.
Now the George Fox coaches are going to get the explanation, I think. Neither team knows where to line up yet.
Well, if the penalty was on Redlands, then George Fox will be kicking off from midfield, and now all of a sudden the onside kick comes into play.
Redlands is lining up like it's going to be a regular kickoff, let's say. But the official's at the 50.
Yeah, if I were George Fox, I would try an onside kick. You accomplish nothing by kicking the ball out of the end zone.
I agree.
You can either try an onside kick, a pooch kick, where you kick it to one of the sidelines and you try to pin the Bulldogs inside the 20-yard line. You could try that. Or you try an onside kick. If you don't recover it, then Redlands takes the ball over at their around their own 35-yard line. You have very little to lose if you're the kicking team.
Right.
Now, whether or not George Fox does any of those things, I guess we'll find out.
It's teed up at the 50. They are taking their time. All right, hit, and they got to go deep. Back of the end zone.
To me, that's not a good play. That accomplishes nothing. You get a gift. You kick the ball off at midfield, and you kick the ball out of the end zone. I mean, that's not something I would have done. That's for sure.
Bulldogs have first possession in the second half. It'll be 1st and 10 at the 25-yard line.
So Redlands will take it at the 25-yard line following the touchback. Coleman has gone all the way at quarterback for Redlands. Coleman to the hot receiver out of bounds, Walker. He felt the pressure coming and threw it to Walker, but it was too high.
Yeah, so Redlands comes out. They try to throw the football on an early down. Throw incomplete. Yeah, the pressure right up the middle there through the timing of the playoff.
Second and 10, Bowie in at running back. And Bowie will take it up the middle, upended, but falls forward. Just short of a 30-yard line.
I think Bowie ran into one of the linemen there, and I think that knocked him down.
It did, when he was trying to get through the hole.
He kind of pounded the ball, because I think he saw that there was an opening there. And I mean, not just an opening for a first down, I mean an opening for a big play.
Wing back on the right for Redlands here on 3rd and 6.
Here comes another blitz.
Yep, another blitz coming. They pick it up. Screen pass caught. First down and more. Across the 35, the 40, and down near the 45. Wow, that was a nice play. A lot of run yards after catch for Frank Clark.
Yeah, and that was a nice play there by Luke Coleman. He saw the blitz. He lofted the ball over the blitzer's head. Clark made the catch, got upfield, picked up the first down.
Well, 1st and 10. Bulldogs from their own 45. And Bowie again.
Nice yards after contact there.
Bounced up near the 49.
A 3-yard gain. 3-yard gain, but he got hit a yard in the backfield. So that was a nice little run there. You know, on a piece of paper that doesn't look very impressive, but you watch it on the field, that should have been a 1-yard loss and ended up being a 3-yard gain.
4-yard gain on the play is 2nd and 6 for the Bulldogs.
10-0 Redlands leads. 13 minutes and change to go third quarter. Double wing backs, one on either side. Coleman rolls right, throws short, catch made. Clark again, 40, 30, down to the 27-yard line.
We mentioned it in the first half. Frank Clark is listed as a tight end. He has wide receiver skills, and he showed it right there. Once he caught the ball, he accelerated, split 2 defenders, and picked up 20 extra yards.
From Modesto Junior College.
Yeah, I like what I see of him.
I'll second that. First down, Redlands. Outside they go. Bowie trying to get out of a tackle, and depending on the spot, let's see, right back near the line of scrimmage.
Well, that was Mark Mitchell, the freshman from Summit High School in Fontana. We saw him play a lot in high school. He was an excellent running back at the high school level.
That's his first carry of the night, okay.
And there's another freshman running back that we both saw in high school, Julian Scarborough from Redlands High School. He's on the squad, and I think he'll make an impact this year.
Second down, passing situation across the middle and dropped at the 25-yard line. And that was the extra tight end, Nate Anderson.
Again, another nice play there by Luke Coleman. He's making the right reads down the field. He's hitting the open guys. I mean, if some of these catches would have been caught, Luke Coleman's stats would be really, really impressive. He's playing a good game, but the numbers would be better.
Change the play. Everybody comes set. On third down. There's Mitchell. Out of a tackle. Almost got out of another one, and he's down at the 18-yard line. If he'd gotten out of the other one, he would have been close to the first.
I think the fact they ran the football there, I thought they might go for it on fourth, but here comes the field goal unit.
7-yard gain on the play. It's 4th and 5 for the Bulldogs. On to attempt the 40-yard field goal.
40 yards from the near hash mark. The right hash mark, if you will.
Petruska's 1 out of 2 field goal attempts.
Hold is down. And the kick is no good.
Wide right.
10-0 Redlands it remains, and we're back in a moment.
Kick is wide left. The Bruins will take over 1st and 10.
Got it, thanks.
At the 23-yard line. Passing complete, intended for number 4, Ray Tolentino. It'll be 2nd and 10 for the Bruins at their 23-yard line.
Second down and 10 for George Fox. On the ground, right side through a tackle and across the 25-yard line. Nice effort by Taylor Sabin.
Ball carried by number 31, Taylor Sabin.
The way that the game is unfolded,
Was made by number 50.
more and more, I think Redlands is more concerned with J.J. Lehman, the freshman quarterback, running with the football than throwing the football. And I think they want to force Lehman to throw the football in this situation. He's been more efficient when he's tucked the ball in and run with it.
3rd and 6. All three receivers on the right. Lehman rolls that way. Jaxley chasing him down. Lehman scrambling, throws. Incomplete on the sideline.
That pass was intended for number 4, Dre Tolentino.
Yeah, so the Bulldog defense pitches another 3 and out. As George Fox fails on 3rd down, they'll have to punt it. And remember, the last time they tried to punt the football, the snap went over the punter's head.
Right.
And the punter made a great play in picking up the ball, running with it, and then kicking it, and actually kicked the ball about 40 yards down the field somehow. It was a remarkable play.
Another high snap. This one they get away. And a fair catch made at the 35-yard line. 10-0 Redlands. Back after this.
Hey fans, be sure to show your support for all sports by attending one of the many home competitions. Check out the calendar or visit www.goredlands.com for more information.
Bulldogs get the ball back, and Donovan Maxey Parler on 1st down. Stopped for no gain.
Dane Johnson.
Now the Bulldogs have an opportunity here to play keep away here from George Fox. Be able to pick up a few 1st downs. Use that short passing game.
Coleman throws high. It's caught over on the far side. That was Julian Walker. Went up high to get that one and then hung on.
For the Bruins, Ben Nuss. 3-yard gain on the play. It'll be 3rd and 7 for the Bulldogs.
Well, Luke Coleman on this 3rd and long situation, I get the feeling that George Fox is going to send some pressure to force the ball short, trying to make the tackle. So I think he'll be looking. For the receiver on a short route.
4 wide. Coleman steps up, hit and dropped. Back at the 33-yard line. First sack of the game for George Fox.
By number 95, Piper Assing.
Well, the running back picked up the blitzer, but Luke Coleman he must not have seen what he liked down the field, and then he was able to hang on to the ball. Nice pressure there by George Fox to record the sack.
Back to punt, number 93, Aiden Petruski.
Petruska away. High. Fair catch called at the 31-yard line. 7:55 to go. Redlands with a 10-0 lead. We're back after this.
1st and 10, George Fox at the 30-yard line.
And there should be a 4th break, too, so the Mattress Brothers is by itself on the next one, right? Yeah, no worries. Yeah, sorry.
pass complete for number 24. Tucker Land. Tackle on the play made by number 0, Shepard Cope. First and 10 Bruins at the 40-yard line.
George Fox with the ball. You come back, and scrambling to get to the sideline was Lehman. Lehman's best pass of the night thrown to a freshman who made his first catch of the night, Tucker Land, number 24, while we were gone. And Lehman follows that up with a 3-yard scramble, so 2nd and 7 for George Fox.
Well, when George Fox has tried to throw the ball down the field, they've had disastrous results. They're sticking with the short passing game right now.
Nothing doing there.
Nice tackle there by Jaden Thorne
on Will Moffitt.
No gain on the play. Yeah, you almost get the feeling that the George Fox coaching staff wanted to, let the offense know, that number 12 in the maroon uniform, don't throw the ball to him.
Yeah.
I mean, he's had maybe as many catches as the wide receivers for George Fox here tonight. We're talking about Caleb Gibbs.
Bulldogs balanced as 3rd and 8 is coming up. Lehman in the pocket and downing out of a tackle. First down, 50, 40, 30, and out of bounds. Boy, the Bulldogs looked like they had him, but he got out of the tackle.
They had the right defense there. But a missed tackle, and then 20 yards later, it's a first down for George Fox.
First and 10, George Fox.
5.5 minutes to go, 3rd quarter. Redlands with a 10-0 lead. Motion. Again up the middle, across the 30 for Taylor Sabin.
He was tackled by number 5, Lawrence Williams.
A little extracurricular activity after the play. I don't see any flags, but the officials got in there quickly to break it up.
It's 2nd and 5 for the Bruins.
2nd and 5. Lehman scrambles, wants to throw, has to come back the other way, room to run, and hit before he got out of bounds.
But he got out of bounds at about the 30. He was knocked out there by Cam Abbasian, number 6. And you just get the feeling that Redlands defense would love to have Lehman just throw the ball. He's been more dangerous running the ball. So you want to keep him contained and make him throw the football. And somebody jumped, whistles, flag. I thought Redlands was offside.
Offside. Number 57, defense, contact. 5-yard penalty. 3rd down.
All right, so 3rd and about 6.5 turns into a 3rd and 1.5.
Lehman gives it off again, and Moffitt upended.
He didn't get it. He's short. It'll be 4th and 1, and I'm sure George Fox will go. Defensive line really controlled the line of scrimmage there for Redlands. I think after that dive play that went nowhere, don't be surprised if George Fox goes to the outside.
No gain on the play. It'll bring up a 4th and 1 for the Bruins.
Ball marked at the 30. Redlands defending the end zone to our left. 3 minutes to go, third quarter, 10-0 Redlands.
And they've got them packed in here, power formation. And a quarterback around the left end, first down.
Yeah, they ran wide and got the first down.
Clock continuing to run, down to 2:40 remaining. Meanwhile, in Orange County, Hardin Simmons has a 24-16 lead on Chapman. Lehman time to throw. Got a man. Incomplete.
Pass intended for number 4.
He had Lawrence Williams there on the coverage.
Torrentino was the intended receiver.
Yeah, that almost looked like a throw where you just hope that the wide receiver makes a spectacular play. Because it was well covered there.
Second and 10. Receivers split to the right. Motion to the right by Moffitt. And Lehman will keep it across the 20, the 15, upended to the 13.
That looked like a design quarterback draw.
Back on that play was made by number 21.
Looks like it was short of the first down by about 2 yards. We're under the 2-minute mark here in the third quarter. Redlands leads 10-0.
Best drive of the game for George Fox.
They got down in the red zone once, and then Caleb Gibbs picked off J.J. Lehman. Gibbs has 2 interceptions on the game. Again, I'd be surprised if Lehman threw the football here. He's probably going to run it.
Yeah, he's looking to throw. Screen incomplete to Moffitt.
Yeah, they tried a wheel route, and the ball was loaned to the outside. It'll be fourth down, and then let's see what George Fox does. They still got zeros on the board, so they might try the field goal just to put some points up on the scoreboard, and they are going to try a 30-yard field goal.
30 yards out, number 40, Ben Rembish.
So we got a right-footed kicker, Ben Rembish, a junior.
Hold is down. Rembish kick is up. And it is...
It's no good. It's off to the left.
We've seen our share of missed field goals tonight. And Redlands will get the ball back. We'll keep it here.
All right, so Redlands defense again keeps George Fox off the scoreboard. Bulldogs continue to lead 10-0. We have 1:17 to go here in the third quarter. And we'll see if Redlands can crank up the run game here. Keep the ball away from George Fox. At least keep possession of the ball until the end of the quarter.
Now room to run on the left side and out across the 25-yard line. Positive yards for Bowie.
And Taylor Bowie had the 76-yard touchdown run in the first half. With that run, Taylor's over 120 yards rushing.
6-yard gain on the play is 2nd and 4 for the Bulldogs.
Call it 2nd and 4 Redlands. 3 wide receivers. Coleman around the left end. Looked like he got wrapped up around. They have a shoulder pads.
Looks like a face mask penalty. Flag is down. And it's where Coleman was tackled. Coleman got up. He's walking back to the huddle. This should be a penalty on George Fox.
Personal foul. Face mask. Defense. 15-yard penalty. Automatic. First down.
There you go.
Yeah, it was a zone read, and Luke Coleman, who's been, I think he's played a pretty good game here tonight. And he took the ball, went off the left end, got grabbed by the face mask, thrown out of bounds, but he got right back up. And the Bulldogs have the ball on the 44-yard line with a first down.
Could be the final play of the quarter.
Should be if they run the ball.
And they do. Coleman gives it off and hit in the backfield and dropped. Be a loss of 2 for Bowie that time. And get us to the end of the third quarter. Still a 10-0 Redlands lead. You're listening to Bulldog Football on KMET. Thanks.
That's the end of the third quarter. The score, George Fox University 0, University of Redlands Bulldogs 10. Our second SCIAC Bulldog athlete of the week comes from women's volleyball. Ali Amai Kalani Paiva, who was selected as the SCIAC Defensive Athlete of the Week for the first time in her career. Paiva racked up 48 digs as the University of Redlands jumped out to a 3-0 start to the season with wins over Lewis and Clark College, UC Santa Cruz, and Occidental College. The first year was named to the all-tournament team after averaging 4.0 digs per set.
Our thanks to all of our sponsors on the radio side.
Congratulations, Ali.
Some new ones this year. By the way, our friend Dennis Casino passed away on the off season. I know his family and friends are listening tonight, including friend Joe Cortez, and we will miss Dennis, and some great stories involving Dennis and that U of R football teams the years he was here. Joe Cortez was also part of that team. Also want to say thanks to Handel's Ice Cream, Bada Foods. They have the Nectar here in Redlands, and they now have the brand new Handel's Ice Cream, if you haven't been there. Right by the Harkins Theater.
Blitz.
And Coleman unloads. Bowie can't hang on. Incomplete.
Even if Bowie would have caught the ball, wouldn't have gone very far. But Coleman saw the blitz, got the ball off quickly. Yeah, and I think Luke's played a pretty smart game so far here tonight, and I think he knows his defense is playing great. If the pressure, if they send pressure again, just get the ball off. Don't put the ball in harm's way.
One of the things Jim Good told us about Luke Coleman, he gives us a good chance to succeed. Gets the right play in, manages the game well. Bowie gets back the lost yardage and is stopped at the 47.
Tackle on the play made by number 31, Kaikoa Iakia.
Yeah, now you punt the ball. You're gonna back up George Fox, and your goal here is for George Fox to start their next drive inside their own 20-yard line.
Right. You're ahead in the fourth quarter. Field position is your friend.
Number 4, Dre Tolentino.
Dre Tolentino back to return the punt. Trushka's kick is another good one. High, deep, good hang time. Taken all the way back at the 7. And stopped at the 15-yard line.
Now there's a flag down at the 37-yard line. And again, it's way away from where the punt was caught. Usually it's on the return team. So George Fox might be starting inside their own 10 when it's all said and done.
Claremont won 14-0 tonight against Lake Forest. Early in the fourth quarter, Hardin Simmons 31, Chapman 16.
Okay, well, there's a conference now between 4 officials on what happened on that punt. The side judge had his notepad out and a pen, I think the penalty was on George Fox. The field judge is pointing towards the end zone that Redlands is going to, so that tells me that he's going to walk that way back towards the goal line with the ball.
They're explaining it to both sidelines.
Well, do we have 2 fouls on the play? Is that what this is?
Perhaps.
I only see 1 flag on the field, though.
Now they're moving the other way with the ball.
Okay, let's get the explanation here.
We could have taken a timeout and come back in this amount.
Well, there's some board meetings that don't take this long.
All the way to midfield.
We've got offsetting penalties. They're going to punt again.
Number 23, kicking team. Holding on the return team, offset, 4th down.
All right, so we got offsetting penalties. We'll do it all over again.
Okay, so the ball goes back where it was. Redlands will get the punt team back on the field.
The goal is the same, though, on this punt. You want to back up George Fox and make them start inside the 20-yard line.
Time for Trushka gets some good hang time. Fair catch called.
He muffed it, but I think
they got it back.
I think he did. Lucky.
Second time tonight that's happened. George Fox gets it back. We'll return right after this. Okay.
Rushed by number 24, Tucker Lands. Tackle on that play made.
So this is what we don't
by
need.
number 33,
Right?
Andrew Placido.
Back at Ted Renner Stadium. On the ground goes George Fox
Rushed by number 24, Tucker Lands.
for short yardage.
I think it was enough for a first down.
11 for the Bulldogs, Jaden Thorne.
Thorne makes the tackle for Redlands, and it will be a first down for George Fox. Clock is running, just over 13 minutes to go.
Now, if you're Redlands, you just want to keep doing what you're doing on defense. Force George Fox to travel slowly. Don't give up any big plays.
Ball at the 21-yard line. George Fox taking their time. And nobody open. Quarterback will go up the middle. Some room to run. And out of bounds at the 30.
That should have been a flag. There was a block in the back there by one of the receivers. And I think one of the officials saw what I saw. And this is coming back.
Block in the back, number 88, offense, 10-yard penalty.
Bulldog coach is next to his side.
Yeah, so the penalty marks them back to the 15-yard line, where it'll be first down and 17.
Lemon with two running backs in the game now. One goes in motion. They throw it to him on the swing pass at the 10, up to the 15 and the 20. That's Will Moffitt.
Brought down by number 91, Anthony.
The one thing that's been impressive about what Redlands has done on defense is most of these passes that have been completed, have been mainly throwing the ball short and to the running backs or tight ends that are only maybe 1 yard down the field.
Anthony Hall on that last tackle for Redlands. Lemon again. Caught. 40. Down across the 50. That ball looked like it was tipped. And that's going to be the biggest pass play of the night for George Fox. Carson Danquit. And the Redlands defense is going to take a timeout.
Charge timeout. Redlands. They have 2 remaining and a half.
Pass complete to number 9, Carson.
And I get the feeling this is not one of those timeouts where you change your strategy. I think this is a timeout to give Redlands defense a breather.
Yeah.
The University of Redlands would like to thank all of this season's sponsors for their valuable support.
Joey Mariani, the defensive coordinator, is
PFM,
right next
SMM,
to me in the booth next door. They don't look upset. It's like they want to talk about something, maybe move some personnel around.
Please show your thanks by utilizing these fine.
Bulldogs will have 2 weeks to get ready for their next game at Whitworth University. Whitworth won at home today against Gustavus Adolphus from Minnesota.
Yeah, that last pass play by George Fox, I think it was the longest play from scrimmage tonight.
Double pass, got a man wide open, and it is caught. Touchdown. Danquit got behind 2 Redlands defenders and fell into the end zone.
Lateral to number 88.
Well, I had to wait and see if the first pass was backwards, and it was, not by much, but it was. And then, yeah, the receiver downfield, he was wide open,
Touchdown, George Fox.
and George Fox gets on the board for the first time.
See about the extra point kick here.
On for the point after try, number 40, Ben Rembish.
On the way, it is up. It is good. We've got a 1-score game. Redlands 10, George Fox 7. Bulldogs will have the ball when we return.
University of Redlands, Bulldogs 10.
Thanks.
Kicking off for the Bruins, number 40, Ben Rembish. Back to receive for the Bulldogs, number 20, Mark Mitchell. And number 27, Julian Scarborough.
So the Bulldogs lead down to 3, 10-7. With 11 minutes plus still to go. Bulldogs will ready for the kickoff here, which is away. Taken at the 7. Up to the 10, 15, 20, and upended right there. Big hit. Hopefully everybody's okay as they get up.
Kickoff return by number 20, Mark Mitchell.
Mark Mitchell on the return for Redlands. Well, now if you're the Bulldogs, you need to get some first downs.
Yeah, I think you need more points. The feeling I get is that 10 points is not going to be enough to win the game.
First and 10 Bulldogs.
Coleman joins the offense.
There are only 4 seconds on the play clock. Now they reset it.
Coleman's throw complete on the right side. Or did he juggle it?
No, the pass was caught, but the receiver had his knee on the ground when he caught it.
So second down. Incomplete pass. Kadam will work on the left side this time. Borrello in the slot near side. Coleman is ready. 5 on the line for George Fox. And Coleman throws low and incomplete.
The ball might have been tipped.
Clark tried to get it. I think you're right.
Number 80, Frank Clark Jr., that pass is incomplete. It's 3rd and 10.
Well, the George Fox fans and team, I think for the first time tonight, can sense that they have some momentum. Redlands has tried 2 pass plays, and they've not gone Redlands' way, and now all of a sudden, now George Fox can really dictate what Redlands' offense can or can't do here.
Coleman with a screen pass. Room to run. And close to a first down.
He's got it. He's got it.
Jackie Torres.
Oh, that's a big play there.
Jackie Torres knew where he had to get and barely got it, but did on a dive.
Picked up 12 yards. That's a big play there.
That's enough for a Bulldog. First down.
Up to the 32-yard line. Julian Walker will work on the in the wide receiver slot here on the near side.
I get the feeling this is going to be a handoff.
You would be correct. Big hole. Room to run. 40, 50, 40. Tackled from behind at the 31.
That's Jackie Torres again. Another huge run for the Bulldogs.
Tackled by number 5, Mason McBride.
So Torres opening it up.
A 37-yard run there.
50-yard gain on that play. It's a 1st and 10 for the Bulldogs.
1st and 10. Back to the ground game. Torres stopped at the 30.
Torres carrying the ball. Back on the play made by number 31.
That gets us down to 9:20 remaining with the clock running. Redlands 10, George Fox 7. Fake the handoff outside. They keep it inside, maybe a yard.
Coleman with the keeper.
Coleman on the keeper.
Short gain on the play. That'll bring up the
3rd down coming up.
Well, if you're George Fox, they've been burned a couple of times by trying to blitz Luke Coleman. I get the feeling that they're going to rush 4 and drop 7 here.
Outside they go, and Maxie Parler is stopped for a loss at the 35-yard line.
Number 34, Donovan Mack.
And you lose yardage on that play. It probably forces you to punt the football.
Yeah, if they had gotten about half of it there, I think they go. But now I think you're looking at 4th and 14.
Yeah, and you're probably out of field goal range. Now, if you line up to go for it, we don't know if Luke Coleman can pooch punt a football. We don't know that, but it would be a good play here.
Well, we might find out. 4th and 14, offense stays on the field.
Are they just trying to draw him offside? Because
here comes the linesman. Timeout, Redlands, yeah.
Now, Redlands just used their 2nd timeout.
Redlands. They have 1 left in the half.
I mean, it'd be a risky play to go for it on 4th and 14.
Our final 2 Bulldogs.
When you got a 3-point lead.
Cross country. Stein Alper and Kiera Beyer. Asper and
Chapman has cut the game in Orange County to 31-23, Hardin Simmons. They're in the 4th.
title in the 6-kilometer
Okay, well, the field goal unit is on the field.
12.6.
Well, this is going to be a...
It'll be a 51-yarder.
Yep.
Here in the University of Redlands.
Aiden Petrescu does have a strong enough leg to get it there.
You asked me, I asked Jim Good in our meeting, what kind of range does he have? He said 51, 52.
Well, he is 1 out of 3 in attempts here so far tonight. I mean, you could snap it back to the holder. He could punt it. You can snap it back to Petrescu. He could punt it. I'm still not quite sure this is going to be a field goal attempt.
It will be an attempt. It is up. It has the distance. No good.
Wide left.
7:33 left, and the defense will have its work cut out. We're back after this.
Score remains George Fox University Bruins 7, University of Redlands Bulldogs 10.
First down, George Fox. J.J. Lemon on the keeper
Down by number 5 for the Bulldogs.
for positive yards, about a 6-yard gain. Now George Fox with some momentum right now. Bulldogs need to get a stop or a turnover. Lemon rolls right and throws under coverage, dropped, incomplete. He's looking for his running back, Taylor Sabin.
That pass is incomplete.
Well, because of the missed field goal there by Petrescu, the field goal still in play here for George Fox with 6:58 to go in the game. And Redlands nursing a 3-point lead.
Third down and 4. Motion, left side. Layman from the pistol throws. Tipped up in the air and incomplete. Redlands had a great shot at it. It was tipped. Both players looked up, saw where it was, and went for it. But it's 4th and 4.
Well, a nice stop there by Redlands. Now, again, it's only 4 yards to go for the first down. If you're George Fox, do you try fake?
Oh, almost blocked. Results in a shorter kick, takes a Redlands roll, and will be downed at the 36-yard line. All things considered, not bad field position for the Bulldogs.
Yeah, I'd say pretty good. Pretty good out of that. Now the Bulldogs have been able to run the football efficiently so far here tonight. Taylor Bowie back in at running back, and he's been one of the main cogs of Redlands' running game with 125 yards.
First down, Redlands. A 3-point lead. Flags down before the snap.
That's going to be on the offensive line.
False start. 75. Offense. 5 yards. First down.
Well, yeah, that hurts because you were going to run the ball on that play. And the way Redlands has been able to run the football, they were going to get positive yards and they were going to keep the clock running. Now you're in 1st and 15, and all of a sudden now running the football for first downs because that becomes that much tougher.
Here comes the blitz, and Bowie gets up, can't get outside. stopped right at the 30-yard line.
Yeah, George Fox on that play, they loaded up the box. They had an 8-man front.
Made by number 52.
So they're committing more guys to the line of scrimmage. Now, as we saw in the first half, when you do that and the running back gets past the first line of defense, there's nobody else there. So you could pop a big run. But George Fox is playing an 8-man front.
Bowie gets outside, penalty yards back, fights his way out almost to the 40.
22, Taylor Bowie.
So now maybe that opens the playbook a little on third down.
Certainly makes it a little easier. It's 3rd and 6.
9-yard gain on the play. It'll be 3rd and 6.
5.5 minutes to go, a 3-point Redlands lead.
Now, George Fox blitzed on the last drive, and Luke Coleman was able to hook up with the running back with a swing pass for a first down. Let's see if George Fox sends pressure again. They're showing a pressure look.
Julian Walker on the right side. They look that way. Walker makes the catch. It's going to be short of the first down.
Julian Walker.
Yep, they're short by a yard.
Ben Nuss.
Clock is running. Redlands has the offense out there. Are they going to go for it here?
It's a long yard.
No, I didn't think so.
I think if it was less than a yard, maybe. I think you think about it. But that's a good yard for the first down. And head coach Jim Good is going to trust his defense.
Truska back at the 30. Flag down before the snap.
Delay a game.
Delay game. Offense, 93. 5-yard penalty. 4th down.
Yeah, George Fox had their base defense on the field just in case Redlands decided to fake. Now they put the regular special teams unit on there, and they're setting up a return.
4:17 remaining.
He got 9 guys on the line of scrimmage, though. They might come after this one.
Short kick. He shanked it. And it goes out of bounds. So 4:08 to go. And again, Redlands will ask the defense to come up with a stop here. Ball at the 35-yard line. Lehman fakes the handoff. Hit as he throws. Intercepted at the 48-yard line.
That's Sky Taylor, the sophomore defensive back from Carson. The pressure by the defensive line forced a bad throw, and Redlands picks off J.J. Lehman for the 3rd time tonight.
Redlands 10, George Fox 7. 4:02 remaining, and the Bulldogs will take it at their own 48-yard line. Here comes the blitz. Nothing doing.
Yeah, George Fox just sold out for the run there. They had an 8-man front again.
And Maxie Parler had nowhere to go.
Parler, he was brought down for the Bruins by number 25, Dane Johnson.
2nd and 13. 3.5 minutes to go. Wing back to the right. Here come the linebackers on the stunt. Screen pass. Caught. Coleman is down. Think he's all right.
The catch was only for about a gain of 1. Yeah, and I get the feeling that George Fox is going to sell out again.
Anderson, the tight end, made the catch. George Fox with all 3 timeouts left as we get under 3 minutes. I don't think you're throwing here because you...
Well, not necessarily. I mean, I think what you might do is if you anticipate that George Fox is going to blitz again, and then it looks like they're going to play coverage, but you might throw something short.
They give it off. Left side.
Ball carried by number 34.
No gain for Donovan Maxi-Parler.
Yeah, George Fox, I think, is going to take a timeout.
That's still running, let's say, 2:27 to go.
They'll put more time back on the clock.
Please set the game clock to 2:32. Timeout. George Fox. They have 2 remaining.
So that's the first George Fox timeout. 2:32 remaining.
Well, again, I mean, you're punting from your own 47. The goal in this situation is to make George Fox start their next drive inside their own 20.
Following the conclusion of tonight's game, we ask that all fans and family members remain close to the field. We also ask that all fans exit the main entrance of the stadium.
Bulldogs scoring their only touchdown in the first half. George Fox scoring their only touchdown in the second.
After the conclusion of the game.
10-7, Redlands trying to hang on in this season opener. What did we say on the pregame show? These teams normally play each other tough no matter where it's at. Close games.
Well, on a night where the Redlands defense has caused 3 turnovers and have only given up 7 points, they're going to be asked to win the game coming up on this next drive. But the special teams unit has to do their job here and make George Fox drive the length of the field. You want to punt this ball where the returner has to either let it go or make him field it at the 10-yard line.
Kick is away. It's a much better one. This time, fair catch called back at the 12 with 2:26 remaining.
And remember, George Fox tried a field goal in the second half and they missed it. If you're thinking field goal in that situation.
George Fox with 2 timeouts remaining.
Now the thing that will make the Redlands defensive line have to stay disciplined in their pass rushes, because Lehman has probably been more dangerous running the ball than throwing the ball here tonight. And you're playing 4 downs now the rest of this game.
Lehman to throw, screen pass left side, 10, 15, out of bounds near the 20. Moffitt made the catch out of the backfield.
Now the clock continues to run even though the ball carrier went out of bounds. So I don't think George Fox will be able to get a playoff before the 2-minute timeout.
Now they give it to him right at the 2-minute timeout, but more importantly, the run doesn't go anywhere. It's stopped. So it's going to bring up 3rd and short following the 2-minute timeout with 1:57 to go.
I thought that was a mistake by George Fox to try to rush that play. They didn't need to. Now you're in 3rd down.
Yeah, 3rd and 2, a long 2.
I mean, George Fox is in 4-down territory now. Both teams will now have a chance to catch their breath a little bit. I think it's more important for the Redlands defense to catch their breath. They've been on the field quite a bit here in the second half.
See you on Saturday, September 27th here at Ted Runner Stadium for the annual Smudge Pot Trophy game when the Bulldogs host the Kingsmen of California.
Next home game will be on the 27th. Bulldogs off next week. Will be at Whitworth
They travel to take on Whitworth University
next in 2 weeks.
And another big thank you to Mitch McClellan and Brett Mallett on KMET 1490 AM radio for covering Bulldog football all season, both at home and on the road.
All right, so the 2-minute timeout has been completed. Both teams back on the field. It'll be 3rd and 2 from just short of the George Fox 21-yard line.
George Fox now shifting. Centipede-style wide receivers on both sides. And a quarterback draw to the left. He'll keep it and go down as he dove for the first down marker.
He looks like he's short.
Now from our angle, we'll have to wait and see for them.
He was tackled for the Bulldogs by number 12.
And I don't think he got the first down.
Now where the referee's standing.
Well, if I'm George Fox, I'm saying, hey, let us know what the down is, because they're wasting a lot of time.
The scoreboard shows 4th down.
The yard marker on the far side still has 3.
Right.
We're going to have a measurement.
For the first time tonight, I believe.
I mean, just from where the ball's spotted, I mean, it looks short to me.
Please set the game clock to 1:36. 1:36, please.
Okay, so 1:36 is on the clock. Here come the chains.
Only credentialed personnel may remain inside the stadium
And
upon the conclusion of the game. Thank you.
we still have not had the chains stretched out as far as they can, at least not yet. And it is going to be short.
Not by much.
Maybe a foot.
Yeah.
Okay, so it's 4th and a foot. Now, one thing we see in today's modern college football, and now drives me nuts. I guess I'm old school in this. In today's modern football, rarely does the quarterback go under center.
Right.
So when the quarterback gets the snap out of the shotgun, he's 5 yards from the line of scrimmage. So in this situation, it's 4th and a foot. The quarterback has to run 5 yards and a foot to get the first down once he gets the snap. If he's the one that's running it, and I would assume that he would be here. But this is the ball game for George Fox right here.
4th and 1, down by 3. George Fox on the ground, didn't get it. He's short. Quarterback keeper did not come close to the line of scrimmage, and looked like Lawrence.
Number 5, Lawrence Williams.
Yep, Lawrence Williams again.
There's a flag down, but it was after the play.
Possession of the ball over on downs to the Bulldogs. 1st and 10.
The penalty's probably on Redlands. I thought I saw a flag come out after the tackle was made. Well, there must not have been a flag.
Minute 28 to go.
Yeah.
The Bulldogs will take it back.
Okay, so George Fox, I'm not sure they have enough timeouts here to get the ball back.
Bulldogs up the middle, outside, down to the 2.
What a smart play. The running back could have scored there. That was Ja'Kai Torres. He intentionally slid down inside the 5-yard line. He didn't score.
Smart play and an unselfish play.
Absolutely. Now the Bulldogs don't have to hand the ball off.
They have 1 remaining.
Yeah, George Fox only has 1 timeout left. They don't have enough timeouts to get the ball. Redlands can take 3 knees and win the game. The referee announced that George Fox only had 1 timeout left. Now they just used their last one here after that run by Ja'Kai Torres.
That's what the Bulldog coaches next door were saying. They're out of timeouts.
Well, they are now, and they're out of luck. And the Bulldogs, unless somehow they go in the victory formation and fumble the ball, they're going to win the game. But what we were saying about 4th down and short yardage, and why do teams go out of the shotgun on 4th and a foot?
I'm with you.
especially when you know the quarterback's going to run the ball.
Right.
Yeah, it drives me nuts. It drives me nuts, and I'm sure it's driving the George Fox coaches nuts, because they're going to come out of here 0-1. But, what a difference a year makes. At this time last year, we were in this stadium on a Saturday night, and the game couldn't be played because of wildfires.
Yes.
And the game had to be moved down to Claremont. Redlands ended up losing the game.
Lost their starting quarterback.
Yeah, they lost. Donovan Maxey Parler got injured. But tonight, unless something extremely unlikely happens, Redlands is going to win the ball game and go 1-0. Okay, so under center, Luke. Quarterback gets the ball. He puts the knee down on about the 8-yard line. Yeah, Luke Coleman, he's done a very good job here tonight.
Yeah, I would agree.
Yeah, no turnovers. Redlands won the turnover battle 3-0. We're under a minute to go. It'll be second down. All the Bulldogs have to do here in about 8 seconds is snap the ball. Luke Coleman, get the snap. Right now,
Yep.
Go to a knee, and that's it. The players are starting to shake each other's hands, a couple of hugs. Frank Clark is giving a big clap and a big bear hug to Luke Coleman. Frank Clark, he had a nice game. I like what I saw of him. He's going to be a big part of the Redlands offensive future.
So the Bulldogs get a hard-fought 10-7 win on opening night, and they will take it as they start the line of handshakes down on the field. We'll come back on the postgame show, talk it over with Joey Mariani, the Redlands defensive coordinator. 10-7 Redlands, the final. Those of you on the simulcast, we'll talk to you in a few weeks. Those of you on radio, stay tuned for the interview.
We appreciate your passionate support. Safe travels home, and look forward to seeing you on Saturday, September 27th.
Thanks.